Hello, this is Tommy from Amorphis and you're watching DaBelly.
Hi, it's Dave from DaBelly. Tonight we're at the press room in Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to talk to Tommy from Amorphis. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Yes, welcome back to Arizona. It's been a little while since you guys have been here, and we're always excited to have you.
Well, as we are as well. This tour has been very good, like a very good package, and it's nice to be after Canada again in this more warmer place, as if you can say, or hotter.
Yeah, it'll be snowing here in America. Give it 30 days. You watch. Yeah. Well, congratulations on the album. Queen of Time came out 4 or 5 months ago. I'd like to hear all about it. Whatever you'd like to tell me.
Well, so far response has been very good, and we're very satisfied with it. And we did only the festivals with that album before this tour, so it was quite interesting to see how it's gonna work, like in clubs, and how our fans are going to dig it. But it seems very good so far.
Is it a challenge to present new material in front of such a large audience, more so than, say, a smaller club where it's a little more intimate?
Well, yeah, I think it's not the easiest way to start with the festivals, because the sounds can always be whatever, and playing first time new songs live, it's of course difficult. But I think now we are finally in a shape that the songs are working. I would say.
Well, the album is interesting. The Bee, they had the first single, or actually the first song on the album, is kind of the concept of the album. Talk a little bit about how it all came together, the concept of it.
Well, it's Pekka Kainulainen who wrote our lyrics, and we kind of gave him free hands to do what he can, because he knows what we are expecting, and it's like timeless stories, and it's pretty much same kind of stuff than Kalevala is about, like what we were using as lyrical inspiration before. So it's Pekka's stories. I cannot tell it any more than you can understand it from the lyrics, but it's I don't know if it's good anyway to try to open lyrics too much, because everybody can get their own things, of course.
It's often more fun as a fan to sort of find a way to interpret the lyrics yourself and what they really mean to you, rather than what the band is trying to say. Sometimes they're very two different things.
It happened to me. I can't remember what song, but I was thinking totally different thing, and I read some interview and I'm like, what? It wasn't that huge thing what I was thinking. It was just something. But yeah.
The band borrows an awful lot from the myth and folklore of Finland. Are there lessons learned from the history of your country that transpose kind of into today?
Well, it's Kalevala is something like when Finnish language wasn't like official language at all. It was more like speaking like the forest people, and Swedish was like the main official language at the time, and so I think people were trying to keep the language alive and some stories alive, by singing these stories from generation to generation. And I think they were, of course, a little bit changing all the time as well. But it's very interesting. I think the stories are very metaphoric things, but basically it's from normal things, everyday happenings and beliefs. And at the time it was very paganish time as well, so there is a lot of about nature, and you were believing in some forest spirits or whatever. But it's interesting stuff, and it feels like an old thing. We could sing about dragons, but I don't know, that would be a little bit different story.
Yeah, not everything is dragons. There's a lot of different instrumentation on this. You used, rather than a keyboard sampling and so on, you actually used the authentic instruments in a lot of cases on this. Talk a little bit about bringing those into the studio.
That was Jens Bogren's idea at first place. We were doing a pre-production in Helsinki, And he said just that he had some ideas of using real orchestras and stuff like this, and we were like, okay, whatever. And first time we heard those, like really, it was when he sent the final, like first mixes. So it was quite like blown away stuff. But basically, there isn't like that much like new things. It's based on like keyboard things and some melodies which are already happening in a song. But yeah, but Jens is a great producer, so we trusted on him with this like fully. And
it's interesting. It's interesting to have that outside voice to sometimes give the album a kick a little bit and offer an outside opinion that maybe you guys just didn't realize.
Yeah, I think Jens is like 7th year or 14th years. But yeah, I think he was hearing more things about the songs that we did, and I think it works. And nowadays it's easy, like we are of course playing live everything, but we can have samples like the orchestral things in live as well. So it doesn't take it away from live shows that we don't have those, but we do. So, yeah.
You have a duet on this record as well with, and I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher this name, or I'm going to try not to, Anna van Giersbergen?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Talk a little bit about the duet. I mean, do you have an opportunity to play that live? Do you have a female vocalist traveling with you?
I think the idea of Annika was like a couple of years ago when we had a special show in Helsinki. It was like a huge like art week, and we had a special gig with special guests, and we started to plan if Annika could do some duet in our next album. So she did, but unfortunately we haven't played that live yet. But in 1 year we are coming to American tour, and there's Annika as well. So probably we're gonna
something to look forward to. Yeah. Speaking of touring, I know that you're almost done with a North American tour here, and you're heading back to Europe. You're going to do some, well, more than some, a bunch of shows in Finland. Talk a little bit about that, and talk about the touring toward the end of the year.
Oh yeah, we are like in halfway now. We have like 3 weeks left, and then we go back to Finland, and we have like 10 days maybe time to rest a little bit, and then we are doing quite massive Finnish tour, but it's like a weekends mainly, but huge places. Like we haven't played that big places ever, but seems good. And after that we have small holiday, like 1 month. Then we are heading to Europe with Soilwork and a few others, and then I think it's South America, Russia, and festivals again, and yeah, same.
Back in North America next year. This is this album is going to keep you quite busy on the road for a long time, it sounds like.
Yeah, I guess so. At least 2 years, and anyway, it's like our 13th anniversary in 2 years, so I don't know if we are concentrating to that or making new albums, so we'll see.
Well, it's exciting to see. That's all I got tonight. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Nothing comes to my mind, but great to be here again, and yeah, so far having great gigs, and great to be back.
Thank you much.
Thank you.
Thinking my lips is what some walls.